is shining. Tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida International Panthers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Missouri State Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Bears offense will be first on the attack. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Florida International.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Clark to fire. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite. First down, but a good gain on that play. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Bears are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So,
and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Panthers' offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
the defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To the air, it's Jenkins. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So here comes the Bear offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball. Breaks into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
Looking for space. It's Lawrence fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. On the ready. So now it's second and long. Easy. Now the play fake. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close.
There he goes. They're finally able to haul him down at midfield. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To throw, it's Jenkins. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the 1st. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Depth. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Zings it complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. The give from the gun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Let's go. Right.
And the Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. The sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
Texas State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in San Marcos. They'll enjoy this one all week. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulls and fires complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Clinton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Clark wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown Bears! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. He'll start this drive firing. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Jenkins. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Perry. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Grab near the marker. It's Perry. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They think there's room to run to the right here. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided...
Looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Lawrence. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Got his man to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Clark to fire. Rushes on him. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the...
Touchdown, Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
much of the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dawson. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Dayton. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's Owens. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Basic, efficient, and most effective play with a quarterback sneak to pick up the first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Owens. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentage.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
He's brought down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where are you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Quick toss. Open space at the 25. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Grab behind the line. It's Perry. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Motion from the wide receiver. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal.
Touchdown, Panthers! They take the lead with the 6.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Clark wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Looking for the score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He'll take a shot. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That's reeled in. It's Perry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
There he goes. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. It'll be 3rd and long. Clark to fire. They're setting up the screen. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Missouri State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get...
Pulls it in down the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Got him downfield. Spins away from one. Oh, a lot of touchdown, Missouri State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, running back on the move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give out of the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Staten. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And this to tie us up in the final minute. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. this to tie things up in the final minute. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they tie it up, fellas, here in the final second.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and we've got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the Panthers with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Florida International! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Clark wants to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
3rd and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bears! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he tacks on the extra point. First down here in the second overtime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Huge 3rd down here. A field goal will send us to another overtime, but a touchdown would win it. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Caught near the sticks, it's Owens. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about